I'd be the dumbest thing is to quit your job and then deep dive into it.
We want to open up our own shop, our own store.
We could very well flop, lose the house, lose our cars. What are you nervous about, Alex?
The risk. Losing the house, losing the cars, possibly losing my education, all that stuff. So what if I need like another surgery or something and we don't have a job?
The kids aren't on board with their parents quitting their jobs to open a store. Trent and Mom have made the decision to leave their stable jobs and start a small furniture refurbishing shop. To make this work, they need the whole family to pitch in. But they know this comes with huge risks. There's a chance they could lose their house, their car, and even affect the kids' education. The kids aren't ready to take those risks. They don't want to work in the store, especially with school on their plate. Alex, in particular, is really worried. He's thinking about what happens if the business fails, and how that could completely mess up the family's life. Even though their parents keep reassuring them it's all for the future, the kids are still scared. Alex is the one who's the most vocal. He just doesn't want to lose everything. Watching their kids react, the parents start to have doubts. They begin to feel uncertain about their decision. There's a real tension between their dream of opening a business and the stability they've had up until now. Starting this business means risking failure, and it means their everyday life will change in big ways. The whole family kind of falls. Layton tried birthday cake for the first time, and her reaction had everyone in stitches. At just 1 year old, she was a little shy, especially with all the people around. But once she was surrounded by familiar faces, family and friends, her playful side really started to come out. Everyone gathered around, watching and laughing as she reached out for the cake. She hesitated for a second, then went for it with her tiny hand. And of course, the whole room just lost it. The family couldn't stop sharing funny stories about Layton, and her personality was already starting to show. She's got her mom's outgoing energy but also her dad's calm vibe. The funniest part? Layton has this love-hate thing with some people. She'll be all over one person, then completely avoid someone else, and everyone found it hilarious. It was clear she's a real baby, just like any of us. She has her favorites, and she definitely has people she's not a fan of. The goal for the day was simple: keep Layton happy, and make sure she didn't cry. The party didn't need to be anything crazy. Just a few pictures, some cake, and a whole lot of smiles. That's all that mattered. By the end of the day, everyone was laughing, celebrating.
Crap, I bought that stuff and it's dripping through that holy pan and now it's making all this smoke. Open the door. It's getting cloudy in here. All hell broke loose and it was like a 3-alarm fire in the kitchen.
Dad was in the kitchen baking bread when disaster struck. The bread burned, smoke filled the air, and Dad quickly opened the doors and windows to let the smoke out. Emma and Alec rushed in, saw the chaos, and couldn't help but laugh. The kitchen was a mess, and Dad looked totally clueless. With Mom at the hospital with Elizabeth for surgery, Dad had to take on all the household responsibilities. Emma and Alec did their best to help, but they quickly realized that without Mom's usual organization, everything was all over the place. Laundry, cooking, cleaning, it was all a bit much. Emma even accidentally washed Dad's underwear, which made for an awkward moment. They all looked at each other, laughing, but also a little frustrated. The biggest problem, though, was in the kitchen. Dad decided to make spaghetti and garlic bread, but the pan leaked oil, burning the bread and filling the whole.
Oh my god! Are you kidding me?
It looks great! Alex, it looks good! Alex!
When Alex first saw his hair, it broke my heart because he was very sad.
Alex got an ugly haircut, which made him extremely sad, and afraid of being laughed at by his classmates. 3 days earlier, Alex had been diagnosed with severe central sleep apnea. During the entire sleep test, he stopped breathing a total of 56 times. After an MRI scan, Dr. Ribble determined that Alex had to undergo brain surgery to remove a portion of tissue from his brain. When they first heard the news, this worry didn't show in the Johnson household. Alex had always been the most beloved child at home, and his elder brothers and sisters took great care of him. But after this mandatory haircut, Alex's self-esteem took a heavy hit. Normally lively, he stayed silent at the dinner table. Amber was deeply worried about whether her son could handle the pressure. Elizabeth prepared some sweet wishes for her little brother, hoping to cheer Alex up. Soon, the day of the surgery arrived. Seeing her precious son lying helplessly in the operating room, Amber wished she could take the pain for Alex. Tears streamed down her face uncontrollably. Finally, after an anxious wait, Amber received the call.
I mean, we're a little nervous, I would say, about her cooking just because we've all tried her items in the past.
That tastes weird.
Because the family just showed up and I want everything to be perfect.
Well, Cruiser apparently locked up.
Yeah, Cruiser's doing some time.
Anna just wanted to spend more time with her family. She invited them over to taste her cooking, but she didn't expect Liz to openly mock her culinary skills in front of everyone. Faced with her family's ridicule, Anna didn't complain or argue. Instead, she chose to spend money on professional cooking classes to improve herself. Yet, these basic life skills should have been the responsibility of parents to teach their children. Amber had always controlled Anna's life, but she never taught her how to be independent. Every time Anna ran into a problem, Amber would only criticize her from the side. sidelines, so Anna decided to prove that she could work hard and live her own life. She invited her family over for dinner, but only Jonah arrived early. Jonah was the only one who genuinely cared about Anna. He helped her prepare dinner and gently asked about her recent life, making Anna feel the warmth of—
I just said we'll be able to.
Mom, what are you
Jonah. I mean, I don't care anymore what's being loaded, what needs to be loaded, how it's loaded, whatever. The fact of the matter is Jonah just told me to shush, to be quiet. You don't talk to me that way because I just
didn't
told
talk to you in
Jonah,
any way.
I just told you what Dad just said. Close the tailgate and we'll slide him over the top of the tailgate.
And you don't tell your mom to shush.
Elizabeth is preparing to hold an art exhibition where she plans to sell all of her artwork. The money earned will be used to help rescue homeless pets. Everyone is nervously busy setting up the exhibition. However, before the setup even begins, an argument breaks out over how the display racks should be arranged. Jonah suddenly yells at Amber to shut up, and the atmosphere instantly becomes tense. This happens because Amber keeps telling Jonah what to do, and Jonah simply can't take her constant talking anymore. He sharply tells Amber to be quiet. Trent then warns Jonah that he needs to show some respect to his parents. Even so, despite the tension, everyone continues working non-stop, carrying things around and preparing for the exhibition. Jonah soon realizes that he crossed a line. He apologizes to his parents and says he's sorry. Although there is a bit of friction caused by Jonah's attitude in the middle of the process, the family ultimately comes together again. Before long, they return to being a household filled with laughter and warmth.
Guys, stop.
Let us know if you need any help. You know, we got.
What would that be for you helping?
I'll catch you. We'll catch you, but we might also fall too.
I would rather be the dad to help my daughter put Christmas lights up on her house for the first time versus somebody else doing it.
Trent climbed onto the roof to hang Christmas lights. For someone of his small stature, it was a dangerous move, but he had to do it to welcome Elizabeth's baby. Being high up made his head spin. Anna and Emma watched anxiously from under the eaves, afraid that he might suddenly fall. By evening, after a whole day of work, Trent finally finished decorating the lights. They counted down and plugged them in. Warm orange lights lined the edge of the roof, creating a feeling of comfort and happiness. A week earlier, their daughter Elizabeth had given birth in the hospital. Amber adored the baby, so they wanted to create a special Christmas for her. The next day, Trent told everyone not to get up early. He had a big surprise planned for the baby. Winters in Georgia didn't usually bring snow, so Trent rented a foam machine. He held a 25-pound can of foam and sprayed out snow like bubbles. When everything was ready, Trent opened the front door just a crack. His family was shocked by the white—
Oh, Jonah, please look at that! Jonah, he drifted!
No, I'm not doing it, Mama.
I'm not doing it, bro. Emma can do it because she knows it's stuffy. Like, I don't want to do it just because, like, I don't like the process of water coming out my nose. Like, I don't like that.
Alex tried to sneak away. He didn't want water poured up his nostrils. It made him feel like he was suffocating, like he might even die. The entire Johnston family suffered from seasonal allergies. Dust floating in the air kept them sneezing nonstop. After doing some research, Amber was convinced that using a sinus rinse could cut down on their sneezes. However, Alex was the first to step forward and refuse. When water dripped out of Elizabeth's closed mouth, Emma felt terrified. But under Amber's firm order, everyone took turns using the sinus rinse, sending the onlookers into fits of laughter. When asked if there were other ways to ease the allergies, Trent suggested using honey, but it had to be honey produced by locally raised bees. Amber agreed with the idea, and proposed heading to the bee farm right away. After tasting the honey shared by the beekeeper, Trent suggested getting a closer look at the bees. The whole group put on white beekeeping suits. To everyone's surprise, the beekeeper only wore a jacket, yet dared to approach the swarms of bees with his bare hands, without getting stung at all. This left Alex utterly shocked.
And you want to button that top button for me? Let's see, let me help you.
With a suit, we're having to not only cut off a lot, but also take in, like in the back of a suit jacket.
Sometimes if, for us, our type of little dwarfism.
Alex struggled to buy a well-fitting suit. Even the smallest size still looked like a trench coat on him. So he had to choose his favorite clothes carefully. Once the clothes were tailored, they could not be returned. Trent was still picking out suitable clothes. He wanted Alex to become the most handsome boy at the dance, after he went back to school. In the end, the three of them finished a perfect shopping trip. They just had to wait for the clothes to be tailored. Alex invited his girlfriend Allie to his homecoming dance. Allie looked very shy, but she still looked forward to meeting Alex's friends at the dance that night. Anna urged Alex to get his clothes ready. She planned to chat with her future sister-in-law. To this day, Anna could hardly believe that Alex was in a relationship at such a young age, so she was really looking forward to getting along with Allie. Anna was very surprised when she found out that Allie was only a sophomore. In the evening, Alex put on a decent suit. He smiled as he watched Allie bouncing down the stairs. They received blessings from everyone. Alex and Allie got into the car heading to the school. The four of them—
Poppy passed away just the other day and unfortunately passed away on Amber's birthday. This week has been tough. We have all had our sad moments and our crying moments and our hugs and loves and where the family comes together. And then we've had moments to where we're happy for Dad. We're happy for Poppy.
This would be the greatest regret of Trent's life. Poppy had called Trent before she passed away, but he didn't answer. It was Amber's birthday that day. He wanted to tidy up the yard a bit, so he grabbed his tools and went out to mow the lawn. By the time he heard the news and rushed to the hospital, it was already too late. His uncle and aunt stood by his father's side, watching him as he shook his head. In that moment, memories of him and his father flashed through his mind, like a slideshow. Fortunately, Poppy had passed away very peacefully, without pain or struggle. This news brought him a small measure of comfort. A few days later, they organized a gathering to commemorate Poppy. Everyone brought Poppy's favorite foods: barbecue, peanuts, and watermelon. As they cooked, they shared stories about Poppy's jokes and life lessons. Everyone had different memories of Poppy. He never showed any negative emotions and was always there to help them.
He had a stressful day. His English class is getting very hard for him, and it's just making him nervous. It's okay, bub.
So when Dad asked me how my day was, I didn't really want to talk about it, and I kind of had to relieve some of the stress and anger I had out, so I had to leave the table so I wouldn't make the situation any worse.
Imagine a mother, under the guise of "it's for your own good," forcing you into a humiliating public performance in front of your whole family. At that moment, Alex didn't even have the strength to run away. The story starts at dinner. A Finnish exchange student was visiting, and the vibe was relaxed until an English accent mishap caused the word coin to be mistaken for a swear word.
They passed a store called Dick's, and he said, the word. And I said, and I caught on and I said, oh,